I absolutely am going to enjoy connecting with you guys on the socials. Please do make sure you follow me. I am at Kede_Mkhabela, both on TikTok and Instagram, and Kede Mkhabela on Facebook. Let's just do amazing things. Let's support each other. Let's grow one another. And of course, inside Mkhabela, all the way from Mkhabela.
Boys and girls, welcome to yet another exciting episode of Inside Mkhabela. I'm still your host, Leo Gant. Now, when you think Mkhabela media, personality, and loyalty, only one name pops to mind. But I can't speak for me only. But she's here to actually solidify her post as exactly what I said she is. So, if by some chance you've been under the rock for the last 2 decades plus, Miss Ma'am, please introduce yourself to my people.
Kedebone Mkhabela, born and bred in Binar. But technically, I was born in Bushbuckridge. Esibhedlela sase Bushbuckridge. Because when my mother was pregnant, she went to stay with her mother. So
it's a black face.
Yeah. And then after a couple of weeks, Sabuya, I've been in Binar most of my life, in fact, until 1998. And then I started moving around, I started exploring, and I started chasing my dreams. But yeah, I'm quite a lot of things.
Oscar, I got you. We're gonna unpack everything.
Yeah, I'm a lot of things. I'm a TV and radio personality. I've been in the industry for 25 years. It's going to be 26 years this year. I started off as a dancer.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah. I started off as a dancer, and it's crazy, I can't dance anymore. Well, not that I can't dance anymore, but you know, like my 2K have their own thing.
Yes.
But I want to get back to that because I love dancing, but I also love watching people dance. Like, you can take me to a dance show.
Yeah.
I will not be bored. I'll be there the entire day just watching people. Even on TikTok, I do that. Watch a lot of dancing videos.
Yes.
And then I moved on to SABC1 when they were looking for a presenter. I took advantage of that because I also love TV.
Yeah.
Like, my TV has to be on even when I'm not watching. Just the sound of TV.
Yeah, just to fill up the space a bit.
Exactly. And I've always been into business. You know, it's not something that I picked up years later. In fact, my young nephew that we stay with now started a business of selling sweets, and he's 15. And I remember thinking to myself, he's definitely taking after Mom Kulkit.
Absolutely. So, wait a minute. I understand that you are now this amazing personality, amazing everything. But how was Kede as a young girl?
So my parents divorced, right? And my father used to work in Pretoria. My mother worked in Godwana all the way through to Witbank, where she eventually settled. And we were brought up by our grandmother. Yeah. I was my grandmother's baby. Baby. And she had a nickname for me, but I don't know what it means.
What was it?
She used to call me Pata. Yeah. So maybe, like, you know, the old school hardcore Swati can just try to explain what to you.
Yeah, I know.
But like, she loved me. I miss her, and every time I talk about her, I get emotional. You know, she's passed. Thank you. And it's been so many years. But the thing is, I paid.
No.
You know? But I was also a daddy's girl because, like I said, my father was in Pretoria. So at some point, I went to stay in Pretoria for like 2 years because I wanted to be close to him. Yes. But when we take it back to like Epinari, my grandmother spoiled.
That's their job, by the way.
That's their job. My grandmother spoiled me, but she also taught me very important life lessons. Yes. You know, begalima kokwam, alima batata, and I think that's also the reason why when I think about farming, because it's something that I want to get into, I'm always thinking about the solids.
Yes.
Like patata, mazambane, carrots, yabon, tinjani. So besinokuhamba naye, nake embeshineni, sihambe naye. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful upbringing.
Yeah.
With its challenges, of course, because as a child, you're a human being and those things come with life. I think, I don't want to say I was awkward.
Yeah.
But I don't think I was as confident as I am now. Purely because esikoleni kunebantwana that would make you feel some type of way.
I think we all go through that.
Exactly.
Especially when you're trying to break the mold that everybody is comfortable to be in.
Do you know what I mean? I was skinny, I was too light skinned, my hair was orange. Yeah. That's without the extra pond.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of hairstyle that I would wear to school every day. And then I had bangs as well. So I would cut the hair in front short.
Yeah.
Then I'll keep it in your hair like. You know? So I was never the child No, I understood that later in life.
Absolutely.
As a good girl, bengashupa ekhaya angikaze ngayenza le nto ukuthi ngibe estradini nebafana angikaze ngaphume ngamafastero sekuseni sengiyabuka ukuthi ngiyongena kuphi I was a well-behaved girl.
Hallelujah to that. I like the sound of that. You know, like whenever somebody vele akhuluma about like the whole thing of upbringing and breaking the mold and all of that, I always think it was vele like it was not awkward. Terrible word, Nami vele, I thought I was awkward. But then, how would you blossom into something that's amazing to look at and listen to if you've never experienced the opposite?
Exactly. It's crazy. I think it's just growing into yourself.
Yeah.
Because almost asemncane awusengatati.
Yes.
You know, awusengativizisi ukuthi umuntu lonjani. And the more you grow, the more you realize who you are, the more you realize what your purpose is. And I think for me, finding my purpose and understanding my purpose and allowing my purpose to rule in my life did that.
Wow. So where did you think you found your voice? How did you find your voice? To the inner voice that said, you know what, this is where I think you should go.
Back at home, I was still in PNR. I just don't remember who to the standard band, right? I used to watch TV a lot. Generations, Days of Our Lives, The Bold and the Beautiful. In Santa Barbara, all my children.
Yes.
Any of those old school soapies. I'm the girl. I'm the one. So I used to watch that and I would pretend I was Connie Ferguson.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do like little acting on my mirror and whatever. And that's when I really knew this is what I wanted to do. That's when I knew I have a passion for it because I would daydream about it. You know, I would fantasize about it. And that's why skolo, I've never pursued anything but that.
Let's talk about putting all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly, and they paid off. All of them hatched.
So I guess we could actually, by right, call you an incubator.
I suppose. Okay. That could work.
Okay, so it doesn't have any negative connotations. It's positive.
Yes.
Come in peace. Like, honestly, it's been a good day. It's been a good day.
I'll take it.
You know, most people, as most kids, aspire for the spotlight. And they think that it's something that they like to have and aspire to and have in their lives and everything. But they thought about it. Most think about it. You went for it.
Yeah.
What do you think it was? Was it hard work, luck, determination? Like, what was the catalyst? Like, what happened?
So I am a very big believer in God. I'm a very big believer in destiny. I'm a very big believer in purpose. It's nothing but God's plan for me. I could have tried other things that would not have worked. But because I was aligned with my purpose, it was easy for me to just hang on, even in tough times, because the industry is very tough.
It's a wheel.
Exactly. Even in tough times, I held on. Even in times where there was no work, I held on. Even in times where I was broke, I held on because I knew that tomorrow would bring a better day. Tomorrow would bring a better opportunity. So for me, and the thing is, as much as I'm a believer, when I started, it wasn't a thing of it was just me following my feeling, following my passion,
yes,
and knocking at every door possible for me to fulfill what I was feeling.
yes.
And God aligned it, and I realized years later, hi man, it wasn't because I'm hlakaniphile. It's not because I'm smart.
No.
It's not because I'm beautiful. It's not because it's not because I'm talented. It is because uNkulunkulu vele bekafisile ukuthi ngibe lana umuntu osebenzisa le platform ngendlela le server into lafuna kuyenda ebantwini through
you.
Yeah.
So you purely a vessel.
150%. I don't doubt that. Like I know Mamela, someone could come to me and say, here's an office job.
Yeah.
And this is what you're going to earn.
Yes.
And this is the security that goes with it, your medical aids, your whatever,
Yeah.
I will pray to God to guide me. Is this where you want me to be? And if it doesn't feel right, I'm not going to take it, no matter how attractive it is. Because I have also over the years realized the impact that I have on people's lives. You know? So, vele mina uNkulunkulu avele wathi lalela mi thatha. Go and use it in the way that I want you to. I may not be doing it fully to the extent of what he has planned for me, but I would say I'm doing it 90%.
But 90%.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's, yeah. I mean, like, you don't understand God's plan fully.
No, it's his.
Yeah.
And he doesn't share much, does he?
He unfold that as you go.
Yes.
So I might think, I'm doing good. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
I think what most people actually fail to do is they pray, but they don't actually arm themselves so that when the prayer comes to fruition, they can hit the ground running.
Exactly.
So there you are praying for a car, but you don't have a license. Like, in what world does that make sense?
I mean, are you gonna go buy? We'll shy essentially. Exactly. Yeah, I think the word says, you know, you can have all the faith in the world.
Okay, cool. In my eyes, anyway, and I live in my head quite a lot. Yeah. So
you're a true creative.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Trust me, as males, we don't get too many compliments. So that's like number 4 or 5 of the year so far.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'll take that. Thank you very much. I think you are the South African version of a triple threat. You act, you present, and you dance. Yeah. What other talents do you possess that you think are as noteworthy, but for some reason, Jay, when people think Kedebone Mkhabela, it does not, it's not necessarily the first thing that pops into mind?
I used to be very good at imitating accents.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Maybe because I never really nurtured it. I would just do it for fun.
Yes.
You know, but I was really good at imitating accents. I used to do a lot of colored accents.
South African accent.
Yeah, no. I can try French a little bit. I'm not so good. Maybe a little bit of French or whatever. But yeah, it's not as good as it used to be. Like my colored accent was on another level. Sometimes I would call people and pretend to be colored.
Rock up like that, then they immediately assume that you are.
Yes. In fact, let me tell you. So I used to work at Spa.
Which spa?
Kamesis.
Okay.
When I was in school.
Yeah.
And I never really understood this. I was a packer.
Yes.
Right? And I would have people coming to me and say, are you colored? Are you Indian? I'm like, what? Colored I can understand.
Yeah.
Indian, speak Muslim. Speak Jala. Speak Jala. But there's a story, right, that we never really spoke about with my family. And this is the story of some great back in the day. Yeah, but it's like, what else? I'm black.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. So, Do you think it was an easy transition for you, well, mostly because you are a superstar, to switch from TV to radio?
Yeah, it was. It was. I've always wanted to do radio, right?
Yeah.
And I've always knocked FM. Rio Mabuda will tell you this. Every year, I would send him a proposal. I'm like, this is the show I'd like to do. This is the show I'd like to do. And eventually, there was a change in how they wanted to present the station and how they wanted to position it.
Yes.
And got it. The thing is, and I'll say for me, because I've seen other radio personalities struggling in TV or TV struggling in radio, because it's not really the same. But you know what the thing is? We are conditioned.
Yes.
We are conditioned to think a certain thing is supposed to look a certain way. A certain thing is supposed to sound a certain way.
Yes.
I did not realize that until years later.
Yes.
You know, I remember it all. So I have this craziest thoughts when I'm taking a shower, right?
Okay.
If my thoughts could be recorded, I think also a lot of people will be mad at me because I think about literally everything when I'm taking a shower.
If these walls could talk.
Exactly. And sometimes I want to post and I'm like, actually, maybe it's not good.
No. He's my filter, so usually I run it past him. It's like, I don't think so.
No. Sift this out. Don't do it. You know, I'll take the situation with America, right? I-America yafundzisa abantu bayo ukuthi i-Africa injani.
Yes.
Kungakho basibukela phasi.
Yes.
Nabaqedza beta batofundzisa thina ukuthi kufuna siyibone i-America ukuthi injani. When in actual fact, that's not how it is.
At all.
Uyakubona. So, si-conditioniwe ukuthi kufanele ube so, kufanele ume so, kufanele ukhulume so, kufanele uhambe so, kuze stothi you are solid 10.
Yes.
When the honest truth is God made us the way that He made us, and that's what it is, and everybody is a solid 10 in their own right.
Absolutely.
We are born. So even now this thing here, radio and TV, it's because of what we see on our TVs. We always see pretty girls, we see rich men, you know. So I think God went dead, and I need to solely because like I'm saying, it's conditional.
Yes.
I think God went dead. So I'm like, you cannot control how people are. There's like, I don't know how many types of people there are in the world. And I was watching this American rapper. I forgot his name. The new age ones are Matiga Cool. Yeah. Listen, like a linear belgula from a young age. Right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, such things were taboo.
Yeah.
But I was watching his video and I was comfortable looking at his eye.
Yes.
Yes. Back in the day, I wasn't going to be comfortable. I think a lot of us were going to say, what is he doing on TV? Because it's not perfect.
It's not perfect.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there's this idea of what is perfect and what is not when we are perfect in our own ways. However, we go so far as criticizing ourselves.
That's always sad.
We are born because of the picture that we were given of how a perfect human being should be.
By who? And for what intents and purposes.
This thing, the sexiest man on earth. Who told
According
you?
To who?
Exactly.
Based on what?
Exactly. Who told you? Have you been to the entire earth and you've seen every single person and you decided go to this? No, it's because they decided go to my standards of where perfection at this, my standards of where sexy at this,
yes.
my standards of where kuhlakanipa at this. Yes. We are gone. It's I can go like
like serious, like I get you.
It's a lot.
Remember somebody like Alec Weck?
Mm-hmm.
When she popped out, everybody was like, she does not look like a supermodel.
Exactly.
Like, she's stunning.
Yes.
20 years later, you look at a picture of Alec and you're like, whoa.
And how many after her came because of her?
Absolutely. She like kicked the doors open.
Yeah.
So after working for a public entity like the SABC, was it easy to make the transition to a private entity like Rise FM?
Yeah.
Does everything come easy to you?
No.
Also, you do know that the word no.
Yeah.
It does exist in your voice.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You know what the thing is? I think also, you know what the thing is. I don't know where it came from. Anyways, I have learned to accept things in Biblionia. And as a femme, I was headhunted.
Okay.
You know, I mean,
hey.
Done.
Enough said. I mean, like, seriously.
So at ISFM, I was headhunted, and I was very excited about it because it's a commercial radio station. I'm gonna get to speak more English, but also mix it with Ivanek.
Yes.
And I think my commercial radio stations have a bit more freedom than PBS.
Yes.
Because PBS can said for you know. So it was quite easy. It was I loved working at Rise FM.
Yes.
I enjoyed working at Rise FM. They allowed me to be creative. They allowed that space to just be me and bring out my personality. You know, without worrying. I think complaining because also listeners of PBS are very sensitive.
Yeah.
There's things that you cannot do, but there's things that you can get away with independent radio stations. So that freedom, I absolutely loved.
Okay, cool. We've heard wonderful things about the Kedebone Mkhabela Foundation.
Yeah.
What's your goal there? Like, what's the end result? What would you like to see? Where would you like to see it go?
So, my grandmother, whom I love dearly,
what's there not to love?
I remember there was a time where I wanted to do something just to honor her, you know, and I wanted an orphanage. Because another thing about me, I also want other people to thrive and to have opportunities and to just have a chance at life, you know. So I wanted to have an orphanage, but I also realized having an orphanage is really hard.
Yes, it is.
It's extremely hard. So I thought, okay, what can I do that wouldn't be too hard on me, that I would be able to fund whenever I can? And I thought the Kedebone Mkhabela Foundation. So with the Kedebone Mkhabela Foundation, we are feeding the homeless under 7th Street, and obviously we want to grow. I've also wanted to always do my school visits, school tours, just speak to young people about life.
Motivational.
You know what I mean? So we want to do that as well. We collected some dignity packs, and the dignity packs would have toilet with sanitary pads for the girls, without the sanitary pads for the boys. But also that's another thing that's very difficult, you know. So I'm self-funded in all these things that I do, well, except for MP music. But I'm self-funded in those things. So it kind of becomes difficult when your pockets are not really overflowing at that moment. You have to feed yourself to keep going so that you can make more, so that you can be able to benefit other people. But what I really want is to, when I have retired, have an orphanage.
Yes.
And in that orphanage, we'll do everything that we're currently doing now, whether it's the school tours, it's the dignitary packs, and because I'm feeding the homeless, but also try to assist other families as well. Because my family, and I think a lot of us think it's a choice. It's not a choice. If imali yakhiwe khona ukuthi bathini everybody would, because nobody wants to suffer. So for me, and it's a pity ukuthi lo mhlaba lesiphila kuwo vele nanoma siyafuna or asifuni kuyohlala kunabantu lebahluphekayo. But in my ideal world, nobody would go hungry. Nobody would not have a home. Nobody would not have a support system of some sort. So whatever little role I can play in terms of changing people's lives, I'll do that. I'm also very passionate about the youth. there's a program that I'm currently workshopping now. Hopefully we'll be able to do it either this year or next year or June, that focuses on the development and the upliftment of youth.
Okay, do you identify more as a Binarian or a Mbombelian? I only ask this because there was a post that I was told about by my producer. He found it because he's a nerd himself.
Yeah.
No, you said that you want to be celebrated more as a child of Mpumalanga as opposed to a product of Bina.
Yeah.
So then I wonder, in your Zonda Manje, or what happened?
I could never. Pinar is my heart. I am where I am because of Pinar. I think had I come from a different background, I probably would have had like a different journey, right?
Yeah.
But the thing for me is that I see, and this was influenced by what I see on social media, right?
Yes.
For instance, a competition of some sort. Let's use idols, for example.
Yes.
There's idols and there's someone from Ngoti. And that person will ask Mpumalanga yonke ukuthi imvotele, imsupport. And Mpumalanga will come out in their numbers and support that person. And that person wins. And bese sekuba na this thing yokuthi ubonga kabhokweni kuphela.
Ish, I've seen that.
I see that a lot and it irks me. It irks me because essentially what she's saying is F off to everybody except people from Mpinar. You were not supported by just Mpinar. You were supported by the whole of Mpumalanga, but also there's people from other parts of South Africa that supported you.
You had 12 million votes.
Exactly.
That's 180,000 people who live in Ngoti.
Yeah.
Where do you think all these things come from?
I mean, Mpumalanga doesn't even have 12 million residents. No. So what do you think that comes from? For me, I feel like it's a kick in the gut and I don't appreciate it.
It is irksome.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah. So ngiyayithanda iPinari ngenhlitiyo yami yonke bayathi nabo ukuthi ngiyayithanda abantu basePinari. They know I'm very proud of iPinari. Doesn't matter what they say about it. It's the place where I'm from. Ingaba yami yawela khona. And ekhaya nanamuhla kusasePinari. Nangiye Pinari kunebantu lengafunza nabo sikolo bangani mami uyabona into lenjani. Pinari it's me. But at the end of the day I realize that I'm a citizen of the world.
Yeah.
And I choose to represent Mpumalanga because it's the province where I'm from. Also basithathela phasi kakhulu, which is something that annoys me about South Africa and the world.
Yes.
So any role I can play and just making sure that people know that there's a place called Mpumalanga.
Yes. Which is cooler than just the Kruger National Park.
Exactly.
Like,
we've got so many things that you can do. Like the cutest things. You know, when we're busy with our festival, we go on a tourism tour.
Yes.
Or a tourism activation where we do the coolest things, whether things have been done before or not, you know. So I'm also hoping, when it comes to this thing, Yekasi tourism, so that we can also, take people to our castles and show them. And I always think, and don't kill me, but I think Iligazi should be the Soweto of.
Watching a Siswati speaking person on television was not common or even heard of until you kicked the door in and planted the flag.
Yeah.
How was it like to be a trailblazer in that aspect?
So I want to be fair, right? And I want to give credit where it's due because we also have Lucky Khoza. Lucky Khoza is also from Epinan. Okay. Probably less than a kilometer from my house.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the first one. And kuba kwakhe laphayana kwanginika lithemba.
Yeah.
Uthi man, shokuthi iyakhoneka kwenteka lento lena nangabe kunemuntu lokhuluma Siswati.
Yeah.
Lucky Khoza was the first one. And then kwabana Felicity Shiba. Felicity is from Eswatini. And then after Felicity kwabangimi. I think by the time mina ngifika bese kube ne acceptance of the language. And that's why my impact was bigger. And people think I was the first one.
Okay.
I was not. I had people that had already paved
Touch
the way.
bearers who were before.
Yes, exactly. But it was so satisfying. It was so satisfying. And I loved how people took interest in my language, in what I was saying. Because Gimi, akuzange kwamane kwendeka nje. Ngafika village ngakhuluma isiZulu. So before even being on TV, I would have to then explain to people, what does it mean? What does it mean? How do you say this? How do you know? So there was that interest and inquisitivity into my language, but I loved teaching them. I loved spreading my language. I am such a proud Swati person. I do have a little bit of Spulani in me, obviously, because my mother's from Bushbuck
absolutely.
region. And a tiny little bit of Tsonga, you know. But Siswati is the language that I grew up speaking, the language that I've always known. So it was such a, oh gosh, I feel warm and fuzzy just talking about it. It was such a beautiful experience. I love the role that I played. I would do it all over again. I still do it now. Nanomanya ejos in Sakuluma Siswati. You know, obviously I'll speak a little bit of the mixed Setswana.
Yes.
When I'm speaking to Setswana speaking people, because they don't understand Siswati. It's not like they are in the Nguni group, you know. But when it comes to closer people, the this is what I mean, and learning other languages. In fact, at some point, I almost spoke one closer, but yeah, I lost my closer friend and I lost this.
So, was it hard to be one of the few Swati speaking people in the media industry? Was it limiting, or did they allow you to?
It was definitely limiting. It was limiting. There's a lot of things that I couldn't get because my Zulu accent, even when I tried to do other things, right? My Zulu accent had a Swati accent, you know. So there's a lot of jobs that I lost because of that. I remember when I auditioned for Imubango, I actually auditioned for the role of Dupsi. Right?
Whoa.
And you got Dupsi's
Exactly. So when I auditioned for that role, Fundumunda said, "You girl, you soft, my girl. You don't have that gassy flavor, you know." And I know I don't have it. Like, I mean,
it's not in inside,
but it's not in me. Even the manager, people think I'm too soft. So when I auditioned, they said I wasn't gassy enough. I wasn't aggressive enough to be Dupsi. So they gave me the character Lawyer Yaga Dupsi. And I had to speak Sesotho. And I could speak Sesotho, but it's mixed with Pedi, Setswana. You know, the one that's spoken in Joburg. It's a mixture of everything. So they ended up making me speak Siswati. But because Imobango was not a Siswati drama series, it was largely based on isiZulu, Tswana, Sepedi, and all the SABC2 languages. The character was let go. So yeah, there's been challenges in terms of, you know, being able to do things because of my language.
And I get that.
Yeah.
Let's go back to, actually, not even go back. We've never been there, as far as everybody else knows. Last year you had the Mpumalanga Arts.
So it's MP from Mpumalanga. And then it's music. It's dance. It's crafts. Festival. Hence MP Music DaC Festival.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you sell those teas? Because that's one of the coolest teas I've ever seen ever.
No, actually. I don't. I don't believe in selling merchandise, and I'll tell you why. Well, maybe other types of merchandise, but not t-shirts. Right? I feel like if you're wearing these, you're automatically promoting me.
Yes.
So why am I selling it to you? Selling it to you so you can promote me for free.
You know, last year's festival, like I was saying, Pile was there. Mr. Good People. He's a good friend of the podcast.
Good people, good people, good people.
Good people, that's the one. That's the one. He couldn't stop talking about it for like a week straight. Okay, fine. We get that.
Yeah, but
he really couldn't stop talking about it for a week, 7 days in a row. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder where to from here. It's been going on for 2 years.
Yeah.
Will there be a third?
We're praying there will be a third. We trust God for a third. You know, with the first one, right?
Yeah.
It was an introduction to say, this is what we're doing, this is what we'd love to do. The second one cemented us.
Yes.
Because we were able to do it on a bigger scale, right? And the third one is where we are now bringing other stakeholders to say, we've been doing this for 2 years and the response has been amazing. These are the numbers that we have and this is the proof that we have. So we are definitely engaging with other, also I don't believe God would lead me to people that wouldn't be able to come through. So.
No, facts.
Yeah.
Facts, I like that. It's called faith.
Exactly.
Faith of a mustard seed. So what was the inspiration for the actual event? What did you want to see happen through it?
Mkhabela has a lot of talent. It always breaks my heart when I see, especially young people, trying to make a living out of their talent. I make a living out of my talent. I've been making a living out of my talent for 26 years. And I just want other young people to do that. But I also want women to be recognized, for their talents and for the amazing work that they do. And hence, it's music, it's dance, it's crafts.
Yes.
It's not just a music festival, but it goes beyond. It's an arts festival that also showcases Mpumalanga as a tourism destination of choice. Hence, we do the tourism activations. But we also want people to understand that Mpumalanga is a province where you can invest in.
Yes.
And as we grow, we will be able to reach more businesses that will be able to come and invest like Mpumalanga. But we also want to create employment opportunities. They may not be permanent, but they will change someone's life.
Absolutely.
I once did a Mpumalanga Fashion Arts and Crafts Affair.
Yes.
And when we did that, one of the things that we wanted to do was to expose these fashion designers to other people. And I have had fashion designers that went on to dress Somizi, that went on to dress big figures like Bobili. And unfortunately, because of my fans, we were not able to do it again. But I wanted to take it on a national level, to one day have a big figure. So hopefully God will also provide for us in that. We're making inroads somewhere. We cannot talk about it just yet, but we're making inroads somewhere. So anything that I do, really, it is just to give a platform to people that don't have a platform. Because I have the platform to give the spotlight to other people as well. And that's what I want to do. Even with EMP Music, we have young people that went on to MC other events. We have young people that went on to perform at other events after Baba Bonegile. We've had them go on to exhibit at other events. So that's essentially what MP Music Dance and Crafts Festival is. It is a platform where you can be able to grow. Because we want people to see people's works and appreciate and realize this can actually be something that propels me to the next level of my career in any way, shape or form. But I also want young people to never stop dreaming.
Yes.
Our industry is very difficult, it's very hard, it's very challenging, but if I can survive for 26 years, why can't you? Yes. I want you to do that. I want you to believe in your dream, to believe in your talent, and to make sure that your talent works for you. We've seen many stories where people's talents have changed their lives and that of their communities. And I really just want, and people might think this is a beauty pageant question, but I just really want people to thrive.
Yes.
And if I can play a role in people thriving,
your job is done.
Exactly.
pass on the torch to somebody else.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to the 3rd edition. That's going to be happening on the 29th of August at the Botanical Garden. And you're definitely going to be there. Ngifakile list bengathi ngathi before ngithini phela, so it's not like, you know, and that's what I love about TikTok. It kind of exposes you to the right network.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, we're looking forward to hosting more young people from Mpumalanga, because majority of our artists are from home.
Okay.
And then we'll have your headliners, obviously, because bangaphandle bayathandwa nabo. They have a bigger platform and they command a bigger audience. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Young people, Bagitza. It's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. We wanna do the tourism activations as well. So last year we actually went to Iplade, eh?
Yeah.
But because we were driving from here, I think we underestimated the
distance. The distance, yes.
Yeah. So Sasala. So this year we're going to do it. But and the nice thing about that is it's given us an idea on how to plan better.
Yes.
We had planned, but we're planning better this year. So we're looking forward to exploring more of Mpumalanga and just discovering what's in Mpumalanga, Imailana Nani. I remember I had a feature on my show on Rise FM, and it was called Exploring Mpumalanga, because that's what I wanted people to do, people to understand, and not just people from outside of the province, but people from the province as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, I think another thing that I don't like, in that if venue is limited in terms of, you know, the time, but also if budget is limited. You cannot hire everybody that you want to hire.
Sure.
There are so many young people that contact me constantly, whether it's on our WhatsApp or my Facebook, lebafuna opportunity of performer, you know, and that's the one thing that breaks my heart to say, as a singer in a stage where we can host it over a 2 or 3 day period. Because kudzinga imali and it's isakula. So there are those that you have to say, unfortunately, I won't be able to. But what we try to do is create a database, so that uma sibuyela next year we look and see, okay, lona besesimcashile, let's give this one an opportunity. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think we'll ever get to everyone, because a star is born every day. So we are trying as much as we possibly can, and we are hoping that we will be able to get funding that will allow us to do it over a period of 3 days.
Can we have a Mpumalanga Fashion Week?
There was.
Until who happened? I
don't know. Is fashion really considered arts and crafts by the powers that be?
No.
If fashion has money, if fashion can create employment opportunities.
Yes.
I'll give you an example of Mkhabela. I'll give you an example of David Kede. Give you an example of Johan Hartkutia. Give you an example of Imalondi. I'll give you an example of Tepo. I mean, he's doing amazing things in Kaya. I'll give you an example of Kosinkosi. There's a lot. Raja something. But Maningi, Tula Cindy, and so on and so forth, right? Those are the national brands.
Yes.
Let me bring it here at home. There's a lady that I met when I came to Mpumalanga.
Yes.
But bengifuna umuntu wokumthungela, because when ngiyathanda vele ukuthi umthungela ngani nokuthi ngihambe ngesitolo ngiyothenga something
you understand about you.
I met this lady, Tobile, Matos Couture.
Okay.
She has been tungering for me for the longest time. Tobile utakhele indlu yakhe lenhle.
Yes.
Ngekuthuma. Utithengele imoto yakhe lenhle. Ngekuthuma. There's a lady there, in fact there's two, ngifisa ukuthi bangithungele ne budget yami ayisengafiki. Like one of them is Kosi. Konje kwaba Kosi, I think kwakamathebula sibongo sakhe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like because he did beautiful things ngekutfunga uqasha abantu
Yes.
ukuthi bamside ekutfunga because she's also a teacher.
Yes.
Right? There's lesbians. Ngibala le 3 lena ne because ngiyati
Yes.
the things that they have done and the talents that they have and the jobs that they have created for other people.
Yes.
Right? Ngekutfunga. Why are we not investing in that?
I was coming to that.
Yeah. Why are we not investing in that to say, okay, let me have a plan fashion show. I'm not going to join just but my plan also had a developmental side of it.
Yes.
So that they're able to make money and create jobs.
Yes.
And not just a fashion show. But we seem to not take it
serious. That is true. You know, I could talk to you all day.
I could too.
What else can you look forward from the amazing, effervescent Kedebone Mkhabela?
What else? Okay, so I'm speaking of the things that I'm sure of, not the things that are in my mind, because my mind is forever working.
Yeah.
You know, there's this. I could do everything if my mind were to come to life. You know that movie where they write in the book and things come to life.
Yes.
If I could do that, yeah. So I'm also working on my own podcast.
You lie.
Yeah,
Tell me more.
it's something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time.
Yeah.
But I allow things to align.
Yes.
I mean, if things are not in alignment, they don't feel right. And so I just try to avoid them. Because in the past, I would do things that would fail because they were not in alignment. So I learned from that.
Yes.
During COVID, I had before they were even called my podcast, it was a magazine show which was online, 3 episodes, funded by the National Department of Sport, Arts and Culture through a call. You know, people are going to think I know people in the department. It's just, I wish I could. Trust me, if I could, I would. People that know me know I plug people. But I think it's always things that they're looking for that I propose and they fund. That I propose and they fund, you know. But if I could plug, I would plug you. Trust me. Because even if Ngomonela, it's not gonna come to me.
No.
So you know. But yeah, we did a 3-part online magazine show called Moments with Kede and Harris.
Yeah.
In fact, it was called Lockdown Moments with Kede and Harris because it had to have lockdown because it was during lockdown. Yeah. And I've always wanted to extend that. But now it's going to be Moments with Kede because it's just the, of course, right? But it's a lifestyle show that kind of taps into various things. I'm very passionate about tourism. I like hire, so we'll touch on that and a little bit, the entertainment industry, but also inspirational stories. I want people to watch my show and feel inspired, but also feel something lebayifunzako ngale show yami. So yeah, that's that. It's definitely happening this year. God has said, yes, my child, it's time. Go get him. So
sounds like a page turner if I've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Like definitely I can see me going
exactly. So it's that. Obviously, it is MP Music Dance and Crafts Festival. This is my baby. Yo. Yeah. You know, I'm hoping I'll be able to do more with the Kedebone Mkhabela Foundation.
Yes.
And then there is something because it's still in the developmental stages, but it's specifically for e-youth.
Yes.
Youth development.
Yes.
And then there is also a business that I'm going into. I think what happened during the staging of the first and the second MP Music taught me something.
Yeah.
We don't get involved for my events like hi. Yes. And then
yeah.
Yeah. So my sister and I are going into catering.
Yeah. My
sister paid and I almost finished it all because it was just so nice. So my sister cooks. I'm the assistant. I peel and grade.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going into catering. We're also going into a day for hire.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are the things that I'm really focusing on managing. So whether they will happen this year, apart from the podcast, definitely I'm adding that on. Whether they will happen this year or next year, but those are the things that I am giving my attention to. Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. Sweetie, do you think there's anything that you would like to shed a light on that I skipped, missed, or don't know?
There's a lot.
There's
a lot, and we'll do it some other time.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's important to speak to young people, and the importance of believing in your dreams. What worries me with what we're seeing now with our young people is ngathi sebaya give up emaphushweni abo, uma ngikhula mina, I have grade 12, right?
Yeah.
I could have gone to university.
Yes.
I was very smart. Exemption.
Yeah.
And I could have gone to university, but I was like, it's not really my
thing. It's not my thing, no.
And it doesn't necessarily mean education is not important.
No.
Yeah. I can go into a room and do a presentation.
And command.
Exactly. I can write a proposal. I can conduct an interview. I can do all the basics that I needed, that I found in education to make a living and to succeed.
Yes.
So uma ungathathi education yakho ukuthi ibalekile just because nyalo we are in a stage where we are struggling with unemployment.
Yeah.
What's going to happen should things turn around?
Yes.
And there's opportunities that you can take advantage of. But I want no application letter. I want to fill in form. Because ngalesikhathi sakho wena, yeah, but akunamsebenzi. Maybe your job is to create employment. Maybe your job is to be an entrepreneur so you can create for other people. But how are you going to do that when you cannot stand in a room full of people and speak your business?
So we thank you for gracing us with your presence. That's a bucket list item that I just ticked off today. Big tick.
Mine too. And then I saw you guys on TikTok and I was like, okay. That's why I'm on figure. I was like, yeah, of course, I want to come.
Well, we didn't think that we occupy the thoughts of somebody, like royalty, literally, like you. So, hey, we're humbled and we are thankful that you could actually. I like that. So, yeah, thank you for joining us in studio. And thank you guys for joining us yet again. Like, you guys keep switching on and following and liking and subscribing, and your comments are hilarious. And we love them, and it's all positive. It is called the Positivity Podcast for a reason. Oh, yeah. To the Eagle Eye fans out there, yes, I'm wearing a red Inside the Mkhabela t-shirt. You all have never seen it on camera before. So, yeah, it had to wait for something special.
Spanking you for the fans.
So yeah, guys, don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. We're feeling the love, we're loving the energy, and yeah, let's go together. Your boy, Inside Mkhabela, out.